What's up? It's CarbZilla here with my boy Hint.
How's it going, guys?
You might notice that we're not together in the studio, and that is currently because of the quarantine related towards COVID-19 and isolation. So we wanted to take this time quickly to go over exactly what our show is and what we're going to be doing with the show, along with what myself and Hint have been up to during this isolation period.
For sure. I just wanted to say I hope all of our listeners are doing the best they can during these interesting times we're in. We will be providing you some weekly entertainment courtesy of the local dance music community.
Exactly. So Hint kind of touched on it really quickly. We provide updates with regards to the local EDM scene, but we also are a radio show that tries to emphasize and promote the talent from the Hamilton, Toronto, and Niagara region as much as possible, along with getting on international and up-and-coming artists. So we broadcast normally on the FM frequency of 93.3 FM, which is associated with CFMU. However, because of isolation, we have been doing nothing but live streams, and we've had some great guests in the past. And our show is slowly growing. It's a bit of a community effort, but slowly but surely, with the help of all of our listeners, friends, and family members, we continue to make strides. And with that, we're currently booked until July, Hint, which is crazy.
It's very exciting times. Hopefully, that like what I've been kind of doing behind the scenes the last couple of days is making our live stream a little bit more personalized towards our OZilla brand. So hopefully going forward, we'll be able to actually interview our guests live on stream, as well as them playing live on stream with their own logo, like my logo behind me, as well as our OZilla branding. It'll look really, really cool. My goal is in our host mix, which I'm doing this Saturday, to kind of premiere this new layout for OZilla in the interim until kind of things are back to normal, working back to the studio. But
exactly. Yeah, unfortunately, at this moment in time, we don't really have a definitive update as to when we're going to be back in the studio. So with that, we decided that it would be best if we were doing a community outreach program to all of the past guests and some of the friends who have come on the show as well, just to see how they're doing and how they're currently coping with COVID and isolation as a whole, because everybody's being affected by it differently. And we figured this would be a great opportunity for us to reach out to all of our friends, family, and past guests.
For sure. So if you have a friend or you are a previous guest, definitely reach out to us and we can do a quick little 15-minute chat on Instagram Live about how you've been occupying your time during these trying times. Hopefully being very productive. I was talking to Joe Force the other day, and he's been in the studio. He's bringing his radio show back up, so we can't wait to hear what some of our other past guests are up to.
Yeah, and you also chatted with Carter Martin as well, so we'll be posting those to our YouTube page as well. And coming up, we're going to be doing George Lucas and Brandon Marshall, also known as Snowman, which is going to be really cool. But you know what? Hint, tell the listeners at home what you've been up to.
What I've been up to, as you guys know, I have been fairly busy as my DJ company. It's obviously we're drastically affected by the virus in terms of there's no weddings, there's no parties. So I've been kind of doing a lot of marketing behind the scenes for my parents' company or for my company, as well as I just finished my basically last full semester of college last week. So I'm really busy with online exams. My whole school thing kind of transitioned all online. So it was pretty interesting. I'm glad it's kind of over with. I have 2 more courses to finish, and they start up in 3 weeks, as well as I've been, as always, kind of track digging, looking for new music. I love a bunch of kind of my personal friends. My previous guest and close friend of mine, Theron, just released an album. So I've been listening to lots of music, have lots of spare time. I've actually been producing again, which is good because I haven't really been behind my Ableton Push probably since the fall. So it's been nice. I've been producing a couple times a week. As I now have a little bit more spare time that I'm going to kind of dive back in there. And I've also been kind of trying to figure out how the stream will look in terms of what we're like, because for going forth, we're going to be live streaming all of our episodes until obviously things are back to normal, and who knows when that'll be. So for the interim, I've been trying to make it kind of a little bit more personalized towards the brand, and I'm excited to kind of show you guys what it looks like on Saturday. I'm actually I'm excited. So we're filming this on Monday night, and I'm potentially going to do a practice stream on my personal page following this recording. So if when you guys see this, obviously I would have already done it, but I'm still in the air. Like at some point before Saturday, which you guys will see this before my host mix, I will probably do like a little practice stream. So definitely check it out. Follow. I'll post that on our OZilla Facebook page as well as my own personal Facebook page and our Instagram pages and whatnot. So stay tuned.
I'm very much excited for it, but do you want to quickly kind of chat about what you've been listening to and what might be influencing your Saturday night set?
So what I was kind of thinking is I've been kind of super into, like, I don't even know what the genre is called. It's Crystal Clear is the artist that I've kind of, how I discovered it. It has like 80s style like bass lines and kind of snare drums with lots of a long release on their snares, so it kind of has like an 80s sound and really groovy. So I'm probably like really synthy, progressive / that kind of vibe, maybe deep house. I don't really know. I'm kind of in the air. Like I have my little crate ready, but it's like filled with a bunch of stuff. There's some deep house, there's some progressive, there's some kind of like melodic techno, as well as there's a bunch of 80s stuff, so or like 80s influence.
It's very exciting stuff.
Cool. I'm excited.
I know our listeners will be excited. We're going to be posting the digital design that we've made for it very shortly onto our social media channels. A lot of things are happening for OZilla Radio right now. I, in the background, have been working on trying to get us a new PR member, and we have officially booked this person. They're going to be working with us. So we're very excited. They're going to be helping us out a lot with our Twitter and our Facebook page. And then, of course, as we become more comfortable and the relationship grows, they're going to get more access to our information. And who knows, they might even be on our next call between myself and Hint. We could even introduce them. Ooh. Yeah. And Hint and I have also been going back and forth chatting about recreating the OZilla logo and maybe trying to go and get some promotional materials or merchandise that we can leverage. Maybe if people are interested in purchasing it, they can do that. We're going to be giving it away to the Mix of the Month winners. So just a casual reminder, always vote for the Mix of the Month, and the voting begins at the end of each month or the beginning of the following month, depending on how it situates and works out. So in this month here, Hint is going to be doing our host mix, and he's up against some great talent. He has to go against Kevin Cartwell, Ski, and I believe it was also Bipolar as well for the month of April. So a lot of tough talent for you there, Hint. We're going to have to get you a lot of support from the locals to beat up the other guys, because it's going to be a tough one.
For sure. At the end of the day, if I don't win, as long as people are liking the music, that's all that really matters.
Exactly. And then, of course, one of the other things that I've been up to is I gave myself a fresh cut. Did it myself with my brother, so I look like Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder.
So it's looking fresh, man. I'm wearing a hat right now. My hair is gonna control. It's been like 6 or 7 weeks, no haircut for me, and it's starting to show.
Oh, that's okay. If you shave your head, I'll make you a pair of socks out of this sweet neck beard.
Maybe, but my goal is I'm gonna grow my stash for the entire length of the quarantine. We're quarantining for 2 years. My mustache hopefully will look like a real mustache.
Do it. I will be 100% supportive. We will even do like weekly progress pics on our Twitter.
I was thinking that too. On my personal page, it's kind of embarrassing. This is about, like, I don't know, whatever, 6 weeks of growing, and it's barely there. So
it's pretty good.
This is the extent of what it's gonna look like.
It's pretty good. Like with my beard right now, I got blonde hair on the mustache and on like the beard, like on the chin area, and then under the neck it's just all black.
Such great. I hope you guys are enjoying this. But one thing I did want to say before we go is we will be posting more regularly on our YouTube page. We're even going to start trying to do maybe some streaming on our YouTube page as well, just to kind of test the waters, as we aren't really we have a kind of a fresh slate for our YouTube page. So our goal is to definitely post our like more like less music centric stuff, almost all of that. So all of our videos from Instagram, even some more conversations like this with CarbZilla, as well as we're going to test the waters to see if we get like copyright infringement in terms of playing actual music on the page. But if that happens, don't worry, we'll still be active. It'll just be more so talking opposed to having music.
Yeah, so hit those thumbs up button and subscribe to us. Follow us on all of our channels. You know, we are pretty simple at this point. We're at OZilla Radio for everything now, which is great. Uniformity, standardization. But until next time,
we will see you soon, guys.
stay alone.
Stay inside. And tune in on Instagram. We'll be posting updates in terms of who we're going to be interviewing. Like initially, what we want to do it like every day, but like I was thinking spreading them out a little bit more, just to kind of garner a little bit more attention, and then we have that attention, maybe we'll increase our posting length. But we want as many of you guys to see it as possible, and if we're posting every day, it's unlikely that you'll watch them all, you know?
Yeah, exactly. New videos when we get around to it.
Exactly, guys. All right, guys, we'll see you soon, okay? Tune in on every Saturday on our Facebook page, our Twitch page, and hopefully our YouTube page as well.